What's up, losers? Welcome back to the second episode of my opinions on opinions. And today I've brought on Elay. Right, Elay?
I'm here.
Yes, he is
What's up,
here.
guys?
That's crazy. Yeah, the 9 to 10 people that may be watching this, if they do. And I could also promote it on my other Instagram that has fake followers to get more more people to watch it. Okay, so this is episode 2, and today we're bullying furries. And it's my opinion on opinions, so yeah, I'm gonna say my opinion. I don't like furries, just to start that off. And I don't think Eli does either
Yeah,
because
furries
they're
are horrible.
cringe. They're cringe and gross, and they
Yeah,
commit
honestly,
crime
to
sometimes.
be to be completely honest, furries are just how do I say this without offending people?
You don't
So
have
I'm
to
just gonna
not
offend
offend
them.
people. Yeah,
Furries are
just
retarded mascots. They shouldn't exist.
that's fair, I
Like,
guess.
if you think you're a stuffed animal, you have a mental disorder. Like, I'm sorry.
Spitting facts. The definition of a furry, if you're unaware, if you're one of those people who is lucky enough to not know what they are, is the furry fandom is a subculture interested in anthropomorphic animal characters with human personalities and characteristics. Examples of anthropomorphic attributes including exhibiting human intelligence and facial expressions, speaking, walking on 2 legs, and wearing clothes, and occasionally interbreeding, which again is a crime. So don't.
It's your these furry people have sex with
Bestial.
animals.
Sometimes furries commit bestiality. It's. I think
Shane Dawson's a furry.
it's a
It's amazing.
small like it's a small like sub genre of them. And then I know there's a bunch of furry like hentai and shit. Go to Twitter. There's so much of it. It's so unpleasant. I don't want to see your fursuit people. No, I'll pass. Not pleasant. Our opinions. They suck. They're bad. They're cringe. They ruin Twitter. They're always on Twitter. They're also always on Discord. And they're always mods on Discord. So you bully them in a Discord server and then you get banned. It's so annoying. Which is weird considering like most of the people, like I'm in Discord servers with like of YouTubers and stuff. And a lot of them don't like furries and they say it. So how
Yeah. You shouldn't be banned for speaking your mind.
epic
Hope you know that.
cringe if you're a furry. Yeah, epic cringe.
Uh,
Seek mental help. And also, furry conventions. Not only are they weird, but they're unsanitary. Most conventions. It's almost like kind of like how anime conventions are also very weird. They have to give
anime
you. They have to give you. They
yeah.
actually put out signs telling people to shower. That's sad. That's disappointing. Why do you have
Yeah,
to?
furry. No,
Yes.
because people they'll watch an anime straight and just not shower for 4 days,
Yeah,
and they'll
I
go to the
know.
anime con and smell like shit.
It's so sad. Like actually, the hygiene, basic hygiene, please. I don't
It's
get the
not
whole
good either.
suit things. They cost lots of money. They seem very uncomfortable because they're covered in fur. I can barely wear
Yeah.
normal clothes without like dying of heat. I don't know how people do it. 9 questions about furries you were too embarrassed to ask. Furries, people with an interest in. Yeah, no, I already saw that. Like Sonic the Hedgehog or Pokemon. Okay, bit weird.
I have a question for you, real quick.
Mainstream press accounts tend to portray furries as sexual fetishes united by a common interest in sexual animal costumes. Well,
I mean, they are.
yeah, they kind of are. And if they aren't, is there anything good that they're like that's really happening there? It's not.
No,
It's just not pleasant. It's
awesome.
just not pleasant to be around. And also, they are some of the most toxic people on the internet. Because I swear to God, most furries on the internet, like that you'll see on like Twitter and shit, they tend to be like really hardcore SJWs and communists. I was gonna say for a great idea to think about it this way for furries. You think you're animals, you want to act like animals and be weird and creepy, like bark like a dog around people. That's creepy. It's weird. It makes people uncomfortable. You want to do that? We hunt animals in real life. Why can't we hunt furries if they want to be animals? If you think you can have relations with animals and you're a furry, then what's stopping us from killing you like animals? I feel
Exactly.
like
That's a
if you
fact.
want to be like an animal, you can die like an animal. I think that's a fair statement to make. So if you're a furry, maybe just don't. It's kind of weird. I've always
It's
been a
literally
lover of animals, but not like in that way. I'm not like a furry.
don't have sex with a
I like
dog.
animals, and I think they're cool, and I don't think murdering them is very sick. But if people want to be like them and also abuse them, which furries can do sometimes, because yeah, again, bestiality is animal abuse, then you kind of deserve it. You kind of deserve death. But whatever. Back to the point. Number one. So being a furry means you run around in a fursuit all the time, right? And they're probably gonna say no. Yeah, research
Mm,
project, the furry fandom fursuits. Yeah, they probably don't because
yeah.
most people have to have jobs, but they do probably for other things. Now, is being a furry just a sexual fetish? No. Like any other fan interest, video games, comics, there are sexual themes present, while sexual activity with other furries known as yiffing. I hate that word after the sound
Yiffing, I know what
foxes
that
make
is.
during sex is part of the subculture for some. Others maintaining non-erotic interest. What other interest could you have? Like, I don't see any entertainment in acting like an animal for a long amount of time. It doesn't make any sense. Genuinely do not see any, like, from even if I were to be nice towards furries and try and understand them, I don't get it. Like, what's the appeal of being an animal? I, what?
Yeah.
There's nothing
You're
really there.
honestly a grown ass adult sitting in a
There are some
in a
teens
furry
too,
suit,
but
and you're not getting paid for it.
yeah,
You're not a mascot. So
you're not.
you're just doing this on your free time while the sweat's dripping down your leg inside a furry costume.
I mean, for me, I don't hate like the furries who are just weird people who wear suits as much. Like I do kind of hate them. I think they're weird as shit, and I'm not really a fan. But I'm not gonna like confront them about it. Versus someone who's like a furry who actually does commit bestiality and stuff. I think you should
There's
die. You know.
some of them costumes are horrifying.
Oh yeah, the costumes are a bit freaky, and they're always super big. Like it's uncomfortable. So what is a furry then? In the broadest sense, a furry is someone with an interest in anthropomorphized animals. Well, why would you have that interest? It's just so weird. It's not like a normal thing to be like, ah, yes, I like walking animals with human characteristics. Like Sonic. Sonic doesn't Sonic doesn't really look like a hedgehog or a human. What is a
It's so
fursona?
nice.
Oh, this is my least favorite part, fursonas. God, I hate
I think that
fursonas. Lord of the Plain character Nala 15's fursona. Kamaria, female, moonlight like the moon, Swahili. That's what it means apparently. Positive, compassionate, friendly, shy. Friends, the Savannah Pride. Family, Mala, sister. What are you making your own lore?
I understand kids who are furries. Like they're kids. They want to wear a costume. They want to be.
Yeah,
I want to be like the
but
bear
that's not
on
a furry. That's
TV.
just them being, interested
Still
in
do.
animals.
Well, I want to
Versus,
be like that
once
Freddy
you're an
Fazbear
adult, yeah,
costume.
it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Maybe just don't. And then here's the sixth question. So being a furry isn't really about sex. What do furry fans actually do then? You can divide furry fan activities into online fandom and furry conventions. In each case, an analogy to science fiction and comic book fandoms is strong. I disagree. I disagree a little bit. But I mean, all like big fandoms tend to have a bunch of degenerates either way, so I guess. But I wouldn't call furries a fandom. What are they fans of? Animals that stand? That's not really like a genre. It doesn't really work as like an interest. But I mean, I guess. Are furries the same thing as bronies? Well, no, they're not, because I think bronies have the decency to not go around wearing costumes. Um, what kind of people are furries? The
Sick.
worst kind of people. The worst kind. Oh shit. Okay, so they actually are adults. Okay, let's see. Survey suggests that the furries are overwhelmingly male and white. That's Well, guys, on behalf of all male white people, I'd like to apologize. For anything that you've ever seen or experienced with furries, I apologize on behalf of male white people.
I
Are
apologize for
disproportionately likely to be gay or bi or gay, bi, or trans. So they tend to be LGBTQ and skew younger. What does skew younger mean? With an average
portrayed
age
younger.
in the Average age in the mid-20s. So they tend to be adults, which is scary. Mid-20s, that's like 25. There are 25-year-olds walking around in animal costumes as a hobby. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. Apparently, 3.8% of furries have one or more children. What? That's very odd. I don't know how you can explain that to your child. I don't know, man. This it's weird. The fact, like, I wasn't super against it until I mean, I was kind of against it. I'm still not a fan of furries, but like the whole adults thing is worrying, to say the least, that they are majority 25-year-old people. A majority were atheists or
Hey,
agnostic. That's disappointing for all of my atheists out there.
here's what I mean.
Frick animals.
If you have sexual interactions with your pets, like if you're like sucking them or shit like that, bro, like you deserve capital punishment, lethal injection. That's it.
Yeah, in my opinion, yeah. I'm not a fan of animal abuse. I think it's pretty messed up.
Yeah, animal abuse, you're evil.
Yeah, simple
I
enough.
understand if it's a stray dog and it bites you and it's attacking you, you can kick it. But if it's like a house dog and it's being nice and it's relaxing and you're just beating it up for no reason,
or having sex with it because you're sad and lonely, maybe seek help. Kind of sad. And the sad thing is, a lot of the internet lets people, especially the worst type of furries, exist and just dwell, because, again, like I said, Twitter, they don't really kick off anyone. They barely get rid of the pedos that are on their website, let alone the furries and everyone else. So, and there's a bunch of zoophiles too, which are people who have sex with animals, and there are a bunch of them on Twitter, and they openly state it, and Twitter doesn't do shit about it, which is disappointing. They really need to fix that. That is for sure.